Alright guys, welcome, my name is Hellbent. So in today's video, I got a chance on playing the takt symphony closed beta test. Again, this closed beta test is only available for Southeast Asia, so if you don't live in Southeast Asia, then I am sorry. I'm pretty sure you can't play the closed beta version of this game. But yeah, first of all, I think this game is a pretty good game. It is definitely high quality on the story side of the game. The music is great. The animations of the combat is not that bad. It's definitely not the best, but it's pretty good. The art itself is amazing, especially the story of this game. The story of this game, if you just like play through it, it is really high quality in terms of the animations and how the characters move around in the story, and how basically just like the voice acting, the story is fully voice acted. So yeah, this game is pretty good. It's pretty high quality in terms of content. Again, this is a closed beta test version of the game, but in the CBT version of the game, as of now, there is actually quite a lot of content that you can play through. Not all of them are kind of combat focused content. Most of them are just talking to your characters, right? This option right here will make you learn more about your characters. It's going to bring you to a short story about your characters. This tea break right here, you can go to the cafeteria, talk to your characters, and basically learn about the world surrounding yourself and your character. It's a really good way to actually learn about the lore of the game, especially if you didn't watch the anime, because I didn't. There's also gifting, right? This is just, I would say, generic kind of stuff. But you can play cards with your characters, with your music art. It's not that fun. The card game is not that fun. But yeah, it's a good way to kind of deepen your relationship with your characters if you are into that kind of thing, right? Now let's talk about the progression system in this game. So there's friendship right here. I don't know why it's still locked, even though I am not level 1 friendship with Jupiter anymore. I am level 2 friendship with her, but I still can't click with this friendship thingy. Maybe it's still locked in the CBT, I don't know. But yeah, let's talk about the tuning. So the tuning right here, you can actually upgrade your character stars or range, right, into, for example, Jupiter right here is a 2-star. You can upgrade her into 3-star with dupes. Basically, you have to pull for dupes for this. In terms of skills, so the characters will have 5 skills, right? In order to unlock those, you need to scale your characters up. So let's see here. Whoa. Okay, games. Alright, let's just click it on here. So you basically consume this material in order to scale up your characters. Once you scale up enough, you will learn a new skill. So for example, like this, Unshakable unlocked for Jupiter. So if you take a look at the skills, as you can see, we unlock a new skill called Unshakable. And I think this is a passive. Yeah. So yeah, that is a passive. And yeah, that is pretty much that when it comes to like raising your character's progression, right? It's not that much. There's also memories right here. Memories is Fate's Grand Order. What's the name of the cards in FGO? Oh, Craft Essence. There we go, right? This is basically Craft Essence from FGO. As of now, I only have 3 memories, and all of them are only, let's say, a skill and a flat kind of stats, right? So for example, right here, a new conductor enters. This is only passive. I don't know if in the future memories will give you like something like more unique, like an active or something like that. But as of now, I only own 3 memories, and all of them only give passives and stats. So yeah, there is not much to talk about when it comes to character's progression. It's really straightforward, it's really easy anyways, but yeah, that's it, I guess. It's not impressive in my opinion. It's not really in depth. Maybe they can make it more in depth in the future, but as of now, I am pretty much, let's say, not satisfied when it comes to the character's progression system in this game. It's just too straightforward. Okay, so the story chapters in this game are called movements. Okay, so there is right now, let's see here, 5 movement or 5 chapters of stories, right? In order to unlock a story, for example, where is it? I think, okay, it's gone. But basically, if you want to progress a story, sometimes you will hit kind of like a roadblock. In order to overcome those roadblocks, you need to go to the battle simulation. So what is the battle simulation? The battle simulation is basically where you will just run around, solve puzzles, and beat up monsters, right? So the movement rarely has any combat instances. It's quite rare for them to have combat instances. So the combat instances and the story of this game is kind of separated. So in the movement, you will fight something. Like, for example, I think in stage 2-2 or 2-3, I forgot. Yeah, somewhere in this chapter there is a battle, but not much. Usually you will just read kind of like a visual novel, right? And then you will hit a roadblock, go to the battle simulation, and do the battles there. So it's kind of separated from the story, right? The battle and the combat, the battle will be separated from the story of this game. To me, I think that is a good thing, because sometimes if you want to read story, you just want to just like read it, right? Do not put any forced kind of battle instances into the story that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good kind of way to make you still play the game with adequate amount of combats and battling while not disturbing the story of the game. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And that is pretty much it when it comes to the combat content of this game. There's also commission battle. Commission battle is your daily dungeons, and the daily dungeons in this game, for you lazy bums out there is a sweep system. So if you cleared the dungeon once, you can sweep for the remaining of the day for up to 30 times. And then you will also have these high value rewards for 2 times. So yeah, there is 2 bonus enters per day and 30 sweeps per day. So yeah, that is it when it comes to the combat content of this game. I haven't unlocked the expedition right here. It will be unlocked once I reach level 20. So yeah, we'll talk about that later once we reach level 20. But when it comes to other things, it's basically just, let's say, the minor content of the game, right? Again, this is still CBT. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot more content added in the future. But for now, when it comes to combat kind of content, that is it. Only movement, battle simulations, and commission battle. Now, let's talk about the gacha. So the gacha system in this game is, I would say, not the most generous. So let's see the probability details here. Okay, so it's basically only 1% chance for you to get a 3-star characters. It's pretty shit. It's pretty bad. The pity system in this game is 120 pull. That is the guaranteed pity for this game. So once you reach 120 draws, you will get a 3-star guaranteed. But before you get to 120 draws, once you reach 60 consecutive draws without any 3-star characters or memories, you will have your chance of getting a 3-star music art by 0.1% up to 5%. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's kind of impossible for you to not get any 3 stars until 120. It's still possible, right? But it's not that big of a chance. So yeah, I still don't know if this kind of pity system is transferred amongst banner. For the regular banner and the, let's say, the limited banner right here, it's not transferred. But for example, if the limited banner changes, will it transfer? I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the case. But yeah, that is pretty much it about the gacha system. There's also a memory gacha or the craft essence gacha, right? It's separated from the character gacha. The chances are 1.75%. Again, it's the same thing, right? After 60 consecutive draws, the chances of you getting SSR memories or 3 stars memories is going to be higher. So yeah, I think it's kind of hard to not get any 3 stars before the 120. So yeah, if you're getting SSRs on the 120 polls, I think you are pretty unlucky, I would say. Okay, so let's see, what do I want to talk about? The shop. I think that is pretty much it. Yeah, this is the CBT version of the game. Nothing much to talk about. My overall review of the game, really, it's not a unique gacha game per se. It's not something like Limbus Company, but it is definitely a pretty high quality gacha game and with a unique premise. Not a unique premise, but a unique theme, right? Like music as your kind of theme, and there's also a lot of mini games that you can play. It's pretty fun. The mini game itself is pretty fun. You actually need to compose like a music in this game, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, when it comes to mini games, forging connections between your music art, it is definitely one of the better games, right? If you like the chibi arts and just like overall cute characters, right? It's not about, let's say, complex battle mechanics and that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, speaking about like combat mechanics, the combat mechanics in this game is definitely, I would say, not the hardest. It's not complex, but it is fun. It relies a lot on positions of your characters and the enemies, because not all of the skills can hit all of the enemies in all positions, right? So for example, skill 1 can only hit certain characters in position 1 to 3, not like from 1 to 4. So for example, right here, let's say Destiny skill right here. So Destiny skills can only hit the right here, the second, the third, and the fourth position of the enemy. So if you want to attack the first enemy in line, you can't with this skill. So yeah, and it also kind of, so this skill position right here, right? So if you use this skill, you will switch from whatever area you were on to the second position. That is pretty much it. So yeah, the skill and the positioning in this game is really fun. It's not something that you should worry about too much in the early stages of the game, but it is there and it is pretty fun. So let's kill our destiny here. Activate. Okay, so now my destiny already reaches skill 3. Attribute is enhanced. But yeah, that is pretty much it. My honest review and my overall review of the game, I would give this game a 7.5 out of 10. It's not it's not groundbreaking as a gacha game, but it is a fun and high quality gacha game with a good story and a unique kind of take on the gacha games, right? Because it's music based. So yeah, but with the shitty gacha rate, I would have to give this game a 7.5, not like an 8.5 or an 8, because again, the gacha system in this game is not the best in my opinion. It's similar to Arknights, right? But the rate is pretty low. So yeah, I don't want to say too much about the gacha system. I would say it's pretty yeah, it's not going to be the best for free-to-play players. It's not the best rate ever. But yeah, that is pretty much it. If you guys enjoy and like this video, definitely subscribe. And as usual, guys, goodbye and have a nice day and keep playing gacha games.